Hello, everyone. Welcome to my weekly Thursday Live. My name is Julie Gilson, and I'm with stampinggala.com, and I'm really happy that you're here. Today, I have some projects that are a little unusual for me as far as color goes. I haven't used this color in a long, long time. It's Pretty Peacock, and I paired it with Old Olive. I love the way they turned out, though, so I think that I'll be using this more often. The set that I'm using today is called Flowers of Beauty, and it does come in a suite along with the Unbounded Love. So I did use the sentiment here as well. And I'm using a few new things as well. First of all, here are the dies to go with the Flowers of Beauty. I am using the Nested Essentials dies, the deckled rectangles, and also the Unbounded Love dies, and I'll show you that. But one of the new items I'm using is this Forever Plaid embossing folder, and it's really large in size. I really, really like it. It almost looks like on the back of this card, it almost looks like that trellis, but I just love how it turned out. So I hope you do too. So welcome, everyone. I see lots of my friends hopping on. Kathy, I hope you had a wonderful birthday, and we're going to be with you soon to celebrate. I can't wait. Um, also, I do have, today is the very last day to sign up for this month's Create a la carte. It does include 4 cards, and these are watercolor, these little sand dollars. I just love them. So these are great for summer birthdays or summer celebrations. And then I have this little 3D item, which I created with one of the dies, pocket. I forgot what it's called, but anyway, and in here I have this cute little magnifying glass that actually lights up. Now, my Create a la carte is a subscription class, so you can cancel at any time. It always includes 5 projects and about $20 in consumable products. So this time you're getting a pack of the DSP and a half a package of the rhinestones and a roll of ribbon. So all of that for $45, and that includes shipping. So if you're interested, today is the very last day to register. So after this, hop on over to stampinggala.com and click on the Create a la carte tab, and it'll walk you through everything. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to bring these projects back in. And also, if you notice here, this is a new product that is not it's going to be in the holiday catalog, and it's wild wheat. And again, that's not a color I normally choose. And also, I'm using these really cute, they're called faux glass dots. I really like these. They're perfect for fall. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this card first. There's quite a bit of stamping on that, so I want to do that for you. Let me bring this in. Okay, so first of all, this is Pretty Peacock, and it is 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. So we're just going to fold this over and use your bone folder to give it a nice crease. Now, if you're new to our channel, please let us know so we can give you a warm welcome. All right. Now we're going to bring these pieces in. So as you can see, look how pretty that is in the plaid. And this is basic white, and it's 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And I have a piece of Old Olive here, which is 4 7/8 by, let me see, 3 5/8. Okay. And then this piece right here is a piece of the DSP, and this is from the Thoughtful Journey DSP. So I can either put it on this way with more of the blue showing, or I can put it this way. I think I will flip it around so more of the what do you call it? The Pretty Peacock shows. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put this together. Oop. And I'm doing this first because that way, if there's some that is hanging over the edge here, I can fix it before I put it on the old olive piece. This looks pretty good. Okay. And then we're going to put this together. Nicole, you like these colors? You know, they weren't my favorite, but I do like how the cards turned out. And I am trying to use different colors so that, you know, everybody doesn't always like what I like. So I want to make sure that I'm hitting everybody's favorites. So let me just trim this off a little bit over here on the side. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on dimensionals. Let me grab my dimensionals here. Actually, the glue gun was a gift from, I got actually 2 of them from 2 different people, which was so nice. And Nicole is on, and I think Diane is further up. They both gave me one, and I thought it was really sweet. And my sister was over today, and she got it going for me. She goes, "You're not using it right." So apparently I didn't have it pushed down all the way. So ladies, if you like these projects, I can deliver them to your home via mail. And anyway, all you have to do is place a $40 order and you'll get these make and takes delivered to your home. Okay, so now we're going to do some stamping. All right, so I'm going to pull this out and we're going to do a few, okay, just like this. So I'm going to put this over on the side because I like to stamp off on some of it. So we need 2 of the large flowers. So we're going to stamp that. And these are stamped full strength. Then we're going to stamp off. And that's why I need this paper over here. So I'm just going to tap it. And you can see this little point there. That's where I like to line it up. Just like that. Perfect. Get another one. Tap off. And that's perfect. So I got those. And then we're going to do the smaller flowers. And I like to do the outline first. And that is in full strength. And then we're going to tap off on the inside. And let me see, it lines up right here. And if you see this piece right here, that's the easiest. You can see a real rounded piece that you can line it up with. Okay, so there's the flowers, and then we're going to stamp the leaves. So let me get this out of the way. Bring in the old olive, and we're going to stamp full strength with the outline. We'll do 3 of these. And then we're the inside, and it almost looks like watercolor. So I'm going to stamp that off and put this right there. Perfect. Stamp off. And it's supposed to have those little open spots, just so you know. Okay, so far so good. Now we're going to stamp the happy birthday, and that's in green. Or old olives, I should say. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here and put this aside because I did already die cut all of these, so makes it easy. So I'm going to bring this in, but before I do that, I want to show you these dies right here. Okay, so I die cut the old olive one just like that, and that is the background here. Then the happy birthday I die cut as well, but I want to show you how that comes out. It's really cool. And this is in the Unbounded Love. So it comes, oh shoot, I dropped one. It comes in 2 pieces. So it goes just like that. So you can use them together, or like I did, we're going to stack these and they stack perfectly. Okay. Let me grip my flower. I dropped. It's not alive unless I drop something. Okay, so we're going to put this together now. One other thing that I want to show you is this piece right here. This is in the same set, the one that goes with the stamp set, Flowers of Beauty. See, these are the dies that I use. This is for the leaves and the flowers. And then I also cut this out in just white, okay? So that is this right here. So I'm going to just lay this right like that, but I am going to put some glue on the back. Shelly, what do you mean elegant floral? Flowers of, oh, okay. Okay, see how I'm putting that right there. And I see a little piece I didn't pop out, so I want to get that out of there. All right, just like that. And I do like it where it's a little bit loose on top. Okay, so now we're going to put these 2 together. And this is going to go on with dimensionals. I love how this is with a stitched background. Look how pretty that is. Okay, we're going to just set that aside for a second. We're going to bring in the larger flowers, and we're going to put dimensionals on the back of one of them. You're so welcome. Okay, so this one is going to go about right here. Okay, maybe a little over. All right, so now since I have that, I can see that I want this one about here. Okay, so this one I'll put on dimensionals as well. And this time I'm putting the dimensionals in the center like that so that I can slide things underneath. And I want this going off the side a little bit. Okay. Now this one I'm going to just slide under just like that. And that's just going to be glued on. I just want different layers. Okay. Same thing with one of the leaves. I'm going to slide this under here. And then one of the flowers, the small flowers. So far, so good. All right, we're going to put one of the leaves down here. And the small flower right there. Now that one I put on dimensionals. You really don't have to, but I'm going to. Just going to lift that one up just a tiny bit. All right. Now we have this leaf. It's going to slide in there. And then finally, one of the last flowers. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take this ribbon and I'm just going to cut it right up the middle. So I'm going to start right here and you can see two of the white lines. I'm going to use one half on this card and the other half on the other card. So you're kind of getting 2 for 1. So I just want to go slowly so I don't mess it up. And let's see, maybe a little bit more. I'm thinking I might, if I have time, I might do an online sale this weekend where it's buy one, get one free. I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know, of my retired products. Okay, so I'm going to put this on like this, or I may do just a straight off garage sale, and that's probably easier for me. And that will be on YouTube. Okay, so I got this, and it does kind of look a little ratty, and I like that look. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this off. Should use my ribbon scissors. Okay, let me grab a glue dot. Is anybody interested in an online garage sale on Sunday? Okay, so we have that. Let me trim this up. You're funny, Maureen. Okay. All right, so let me grab some of these. And I'm using both the old olive and the wild wheat ones. Okay, so I'm going to put an old olive right down here, a smaller old olive up here, and one of the wild wheat right there. So here is the outside of your first card. I hope you like it. All right, so we're going to move on to the inside, and I'm going to show you a little trick here. Now, I could just take the die cuts and put them in here, because let me show you. Oh, no, this is a different one. I'm sorry, it's on the next card. We're just going to put this on here. I thought it was this one I stamped. So I'll show you on the next one. All right, so let me just get some glue on the back of this. It's funny. One time, one of my friends, She wanted to move in my house as soon as she met me. She placed a large order, and then she asked me if she could have it delivered to my house because she didn't want her husband to see it. She's still my friend, and that's been 15 years ago. All right, I just need to trim this up a little bit. Thanks, Maureen. I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you are not a subscriber, if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, I really would appreciate it. And share this video. It really helps me. Okay, it doesn't look like anybody's interested in the garage sale, online garage sale. Okay, so that's what the inside looks like. So here is your first card. I hope you like it. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next card, and that is this one right here. And it looks a little tricky, but it's a whole lot of fun, and it's really easy. Okay. So this too is 11 by 4 1/4 and scored at 5 1/2. Okay. All right, so see how that is. And then we have 2 pieces here. This is the DSP, and this is, let me see, 3 by, normally it would be 4 1/4, but I added on 1/8 of an inch only because I'm using a die cut on top of it, and it doesn't make it even then, and I don't like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this on there. All right, and I'll just trim it up a tiny bit so it's even all the way around. What is the dip? What do you mean, the dip? I don't know what you mean. Oh, it's called Thoughtful Journey, DSP. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take that. What I did was I die cut one of the deckled rectangles, and what I did, I took that same one that's on the other card and die cut it right here in the center. So we're going to glue this down right there. Okay, so let me get my glue gun here and go all the way around. But also you want to get closer in here so these pieces don't pop up. Okay. Are you talking about the DSP, Dorothy? It is Thoughtful Journey. It's beautiful paper. So I want to get this all straight and make sure everything is down. Okay, now I'm going to take this piece and make sure everything is all popped out. Get my scissors and get that piece out. Okay, so now I'm going to put some glue on the back of this. It's Thoughtful Journey, Dorothy. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, now carefully, I am just going to put it in the top, right back in place, and carefully, I'm just going to walk it down and get everything back like a puzzle piece, okay? And you may have to take a little, I'll show you a little trick. If there's a piece that won't stay down, we have to add some more glue. But we're going to do it very carefully. But it all is down. Okay. And then you can see through. Doesn't that look pretty? But I don't like how this piece is right here. So let me just get my scissors and see if I can scoot that over some. I'll probably be covered up anyway, but still. Well, I'm not going to do anything. Okay, so now we're going to put this on dimensionals. No, it's in the catalog. It's in the main catalog. I can grab the catalog if you ladies would like, and I'll show you where it's at. I believe it is on sale right now. Okay, so this is going to go on right here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is add on one of the bigger flowers. I will grab the catalog as soon as I'm done with the outside. All right, so this is going to go right here. I don't want to cover up all this pretty like window. All right, so this one is going to go here, and that is just going to go on with glue. Thank you, Shelley. Shelley is a doll. She's always helping me out. And thank you, LaSheila. Okay, so that's going to go there. And then we're going to put one of the little flowers right there, because we don't want to cover up all that really pretty window. Okay, so far so good. It's simple, but yet it's so pretty. I'm going to take that other piece here and just tie a bow. And I am going to show you this little trick I did with the inside. You might not think it's a trick, but it worked out really nicely. There's so much you can do with that. I didn't see you. Did you help me out, Kelly? Thank you so much. Kudos to Kelly, everyone. And I can just hear your Eastern accent. What am I? Chopper up? I can't even talk funny like you talk. Okay, so this is going to go right here. Okay, let me grab a couple of these little gems here. And these are not available yet unless you're a demonstrator. So if you are interested in becoming a demonstrator, one of the benefits is you get to order your stuff early, and I'd love to have you on my team. We have so much fun. We have an awesome team, and I'd love to have you on my team. Let me grab this paper. And Stampin' Up! Announced today, if any of you like the Close to My Heart products, on the 20th, I will be able to sell those to you, and there's a lot of stuff. So anyway, I'm excited to add that to our line. Stampin' Up! acquire their products along with a lot of their demonstrators or makers, they called them. And for a while, they were the only ones allowed to purchase the stuff and their customers. Now, beginning August 20th, we can sell it to anybody. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, here is the paper, and it is on page 47. So the paper that I used, I believe, is this one right here. But they're so pretty. Look at the different patterns, and you can just basically put a sentiment on it and have a beautiful card. Okay, so that's on page 47. Okay, so now I'm going to do the inside, and I'm going to show you what I did here. Okay, let me bring in this, and like I said, I could just die cut them, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm bringing in my pretty peacock and the outside stamp, or the outline stamp, I should say. Okay, so I'm going to just put this over here, a tiny, right here, right in the middle. Okay, then I'm going to take the other stamp, the filler, I guess you can call it, and I'm going to stamp off. Now, ladies, all the dimensions for these products or these cards will be on my blog later tonight. I already have the PDF done. Okay. Now, you're right, LaSheila. Now what I'm going to do is bring in the leaf. Now, if I stamp this like this, it would look funny. See that leaf part, or the stem part would be way there, and then the leaf up there. And I don't like that. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to ink this up. Then I am going to take a piece of Scotch tape and just cover this part right here, the stem part. All right. And then I am just going to get this right in here. And see how perfect that is? So I'm just going to take this tape off for a second, ink that up again, put the same tape right back on. And then stamp this right here. Oh, I didn't get close enough. That's okay. All right. So then we're going to take this stamp and stamp off and get this right here. Stamp off. And put this right here. Okay. Now, if I wanted to, I could just take a marker and put that in, but I'm not going to worry about it. I could even take a sentiment and put it right there and cover up that little spot. And that would be easy. Let me see if there's no sentiment on the outside of the card. So actually, I could just take, let me see. I could have a blessed day. I could just put feel better soon. So let me show you how I can do that to fix that. Let me see. Here's feel better soon. So let me grab a piece here, and I'll have to trim this off. Okay, so you're going to see me in action here. Okay, I'm going to put this on here. And it does say feel better soon. I'll just put it right down here. Okay, perfect. Now, bring this in. And I can trim that off just like that. Maybe trim it a little bit more if I can get it. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so that's good. Then what I can do is just take my scissors and trim on an angle. Trim this on an angle. And then I can just take this and put it right there like it was meant to be. Okay, so let's put that on there. Just like that. Nobody would ever know. They were thinking it was meant to be, right? All right. Let me straighten this out. Straighten that. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we're going to put this on the inside of this card. There we go. So here is the inside of the other one. So that one I did perfectly, but that's okay. So anyway, here is your second card. I'm curious, what card do you like better? Do you like the first one or the second one? All right, so we're going to move on, and let me close these ink pads up so I don't get ink all over the place. All right, so we're going to move on to the last project. And this project looks like this. And inside is a, let me show you. It's a big Reese's cup that's caramel and peanut butter. Have you ever seen those before? I hadn't. But anyway, so I won't put this back on right now. So anyway, this piece is 8 by 8.5. So on the 8.5 side, you're going to score it at 1 and 7.5. You're going to turn it and you're going to score it at 1, 3.5, 4.5, and 7. Okay. Okay, so we're going to score or fold on all score lines. So ladies, I am really working hard to hit my next level, which I want to do by the end of September, because it will be the end of the fiscal year. So I'm working on my 800,000 mark. So, and then working towards my million. So if there is anything you need, I'd appreciate the support to help me get there. I'm excited about that. Okay. And I'll show you this when I'm got it all done here. So what I'm doing is cutting on these tabs. Okay. And I'll turn this around and I am going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, let me get this all out of here. All right, so it looks like this. Okay. All right, so let's put some glue on the tabs. I'm putting it on all the tabs, the small tabs. Okay. I got it at Target. Okay, so I'm holding that, bringing this one in, and then bringing, oops. So I'm creating the bottom of the box first. Okay, and then, so that's the bottom, and then we'll put this together to create the top. Okay, and I'll show you how that candy fits right inside. Okay, let me grab this, put this right there. Okay, and the box will close perfectly. And let me just trim this little piece off right there. Now what I have is this little piece, and this is a piece of the DSP, and I really like this, how it looks. Okay, so what I did was basically I'm going to put it this way so you can see more of it. Oh, nope, this is the front. Nope, this is the front. Okay, so I'm just putting it straight down, and I'm just creasing it with my fingers. Okay, and then walking it back here and creasing it with my fingers. So it just adds a little bit of color on here. So I'm taking it off and I'm going to add the glue. Okay. Well, thanks. I'm glad you like them. And this doesn't go all the way around, so you don't have to worry about it not opening. All right, so now I'm just going to slide that on, just making certain that it's straight. This is kind of pressing down. Okay, just like that. I see this little doodad here. I don't like that. Okay, so let me grab my ribbon. This time I'm going to use the full ribbon. Just wrapping this around here. And these colors don't even look pretty together until you put the DSP and the flowers on here, and it pulls it all together. Okay. Let me do this over. I didn't like how that looked. There, that's better. When you do your ribbons, you want to make sure you're not twisting them, because then it doesn't look as pretty. All right. So now I just trim this off on an angle. See how pretty that looks? Real nice and puffy. Okay, so I use the nested dies, which nested essential dies right here. Okay, so I die cut this out of the DSP. I also die cut the little bit smaller size, and I embossed it with that plaid embossing folder. So this I'm going to put up on dimensionals. All right, so let's put this on here. And I'm putting it more towards the bottom here. I'm watching that because that you want to see these little points. All right, so we're going to take one of the flowers and put that on dimensionals. All right, just like this. I have a couple of the leaves. And don't forget, ladies, to hop over to my blog after this because, you know what, I'm going to cut this down so I can get those in here. If you want to sign up for my class to go, my, what do you call it? The Create a la carte. Today is the last day to sign up for that. And you can cancel at any time. All right, and one of the small flowers. That goes right there. And we're going to put this right here on dimensionals, this cute little tag. I'll just put a couple of them on here. Oop, that won't work. And slide this right here. And then we're going to add a few of these. It's funny, when I first started with Stampin' Up, I didn't purchase any of these types of embellishments. And boy, it's really funny how they make a difference. I just didn't think they were necessary. And now I won't do a project without them. Okay, so here are your projects. I'm going to get this out of the way. I really, really like how they turned out. I hope you do too. And if you place an order by Sunday using this host code, you will get these in the mail for free from me. So ladies, I hope you enjoyed this. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you spending your Thursdays with me. And I really appreciate you allowing me to earn your business. Thank you so much and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.